everyone, welcome to yoga. My name is Amelia and I'll be teaching you a flow class today. We're going to start seated, so if you'd like to find a comfortable seat on your yoga mat or a carpeted area, I'd love for you to join me in practice today. You don't have to sit cross-legged, you could extend your legs out in front of you or whatever seated position feels best in your body. But we want to make sure that your sit bones are grounded down, so if you rock side to side, you can feel a bony part of your butt touching the ground. And then from there, lengthen tall, crown of your head reaches up towards the ceiling, roll your shoulders back and down. Before we start any movement today, let's just take a moment to settle into the space, center our minds, find our breath, and maybe set an intention for class today. So before we focus in on our breath, let's first focus in on our body. We'll start with our shoulders today. So notice where your shoulders are. Can you drop your shoulders down another inch? We carry so much tension in our shoulders. And once your shoulders have released down, create some space behind the back of your ears. So kind of a strange place to tap into. But I'd like for you to think about lifting the back of your ears up towards the ceiling. So shoulders down, back of your ears lifted and open. And this will create a nice length through your neck. Notice if you're holding any tension in your neck, can you let it go? Take another deep breath in. Exhale. All right, so let's start to tune into our breath. Take a breath in through your nose and exhale through your nose. And start a nice pattern of inhales and exhales, trying to make your breathing as even as possible. Take a couple more breaths. Here's one more breath in. Exhale. Release it out. Draw your hands to heart center. Take a moment to really tune into what your body needs in this moment and what your mind needs. Why did you show up to practice today? Why did you click on this YouTube video? What brought you to your mat? And whatever that is, take a deep breath into it. Exhale. Release it out. You can drop your hands down next to your side. We'll start with some flying breaths first. So easy movement with our breath. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, float your hands down next to your side. We'll do that a couple times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, extend all the way up to the top. Exhale, release down. So now let's play around with different energies in our body. Inhale, float your arms effortlessly up towards the ceiling, nice and easy. As you exhale, take your palms down and push, like you're pushing something really, really heavy all the way down towards the ground. Now flip your palms up. Inhale, pull up like you're lifting something really heavy. And then exhale, weightless. Just let your arms float down, no effort. Inhale, float your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, float your arms all the way down. Let your hands rest down next to your side. So you notice you can put different energies into your body. You can make things really difficult, like you're lifting the weight of the world, or you can make things effortless and soft. And we want to make things effortless and soft in our practice today. All of our movement will be very fluid. And I want you to imagine your body just easily moving through everything today when we practice. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Take your right hand down to your mat. Fingertips or your palm, doesn't matter. Lift your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, lean over to the side. Drive your left hip down into your mat. Lean a little bit more to the right. Take some deep breaths. When you're ready, inhale, come all the way back up to the top. Exhale, over to the other side. So left hand down, right fingertips lean way to the side. Notice if there's any tightness in here. Can you breathe some ease into that space? When you're ready, come back up to the top. Inhale, exhale, release down. Now take your right hand slightly behind you, so about halfway behind you. Float your left arm forward. Inhale. As you exhale, lean to the side, but more back at the same time. So now we're getting kind of this sideways back bend. You can bend into your back elbow. Lift your chin up towards the ceiling. So this time we're getting a side body stretch plus a front body stretch. Lift your heart a little taller up towards the ceiling. Here's one more deep breath in. Exhale, release back forward. Switch to the other side. So your left hand will come halfway behind you. Float your right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bend into your back elbow. Open the front side of your body as well as your right side body. Here's one more breath in. Exhale, release down. Hands come forward and walk it forward. Maybe forearms can come down. We're just finding a nice, easy forward fold. Take a couple full breaths. Inhale, come back up to the top. Now the opposite of that, both hands behind you. Roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders down. Maybe gaze up a little higher. Exhale, release. Cross your legs in the opposite direction, so opposite foot in front, and we'll crawl forward again. Just let your head rest down. Don't worry about how far forward you fold. Notice how your hips feel, how your back feels. Take a couple more deep breaths. When you're ready, slowly come all the way back up to the top. We're going to come into a tabletop position next. So swing on over, find a tabletop position, knees underneath your hips. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Press into your palms, keep your chest tall. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, round through your spine into cat pose. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back for cow pose. And exhale, round through your spine, chin in towards your chest. Inhale, press your heart forward, look up. Deep exhale, release inward. Inhale, reach forward, gaze up. Exhale, curl inward. Let's do a couple more. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. Then come back to a neutral position, right in the middle. Press into your palms, engage through your core. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. Lift up taller through your core center. Maybe that back leg can float a little higher. Just going to hold here. If you'd like to add a little extra, you can extend your left arm out. So opposite arm and leg out. And we're just going to breathe. Link through your body. Lift through your core. Here's 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Release it down, switch to the other side. So first, engage through your core. Extend your left leg long. Lift up taller through your center. You can stay here the whole time or float your right arm forward. Hold. Make sure you're breathing. Here's 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Release it down. Start to walk your hands forward. Hips stay where they are. Come into puppy pose. Heart drops down towards the ground. Forehead or chin down, whichever feels better for your neck. Take some deep breaths here. Deep opening for your shoulders, your chest, your heart. Here's one more deep breath in. Exhale it out. Slowly come all the way back up to the top. Palms come underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes behind you. Send it back, downward facing dog. When you get there, pedal out your feet. Work out any tightness you might be feeling through your legs. Then send your heels back towards your mat. Lift your hips a little higher. Reach out through your fingertips. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release your knees back down towards your mat. Sink back into a child's pose. Hips towards your heels, forehead rests down on your mat. Take a few breaths here, and while you're breathing here, please know that at any point during class, you are welcome to come into child's pose, whether it's to rest your body or just catch your breath, or if you feel like you are unfocused, you can come into child's pose to focus back in on this practice and let go of everything else. Here's one more deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly come back up to your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, down dog. Walk both feet forward to the top of your mat. Take your time, step by step. When you get to the top of your mat, feet hip distance apart, bend your knees and fold forward. Take a few breaths here to just release your spine down. You could grab opposite elbows if that feels good. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Make sure your neck's completely relaxed. Here's another breath in. Exhale, release your arms down to your shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Lengthen through your spine, roll your shoulders back, heart forward. Exhale, this time fold forward, keeping that length in your spine. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, release down. Bend your knees, plant your fingertips to your mat, step your right foot back and drop that knee down. We're coming to two 90-degree angles with our knees. So front knee comes over your front ankle, back hip and knee are directly stacked on top of each other. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling, inhale. As you exhale, you'll take your elbows wide and start to think about the front of your right hip pressing forward. So there's a big difference between that hip pressing back or your hip pressing forward. And I want you to drive your hip forward. Elbows wide, lift your heart. Breathe. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Lengthen through your spine. As you exhale, twist over to the left side. So right elbow across your body, palms together. Lift your heart really tall. And breathe here in this twist. If you'd like to take it deeper today, you can open your arms wide. If you have a bind, you could also reach for a bind. It's still early in practice though, so be gentle with your body. Here's one more breath in. Exhale. Inhale, come back through to the center. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Walk that front heel forward. Exhale, fold forward, half splits. Lengthen your heart as you inhale. Watch your toes peel back towards your face just a little bit more. Then exhale, bend your elbows to fold deeper. Here's one more deep breath in. Exhale, start to walk it forward. This time we're coming into a low lunge. So our hips will come all the way forward. Front knee and ankle are still stacked right on top of each other. Keep your heart tall and breathe. Here's a couple more deep breaths. On your next inhale, lift up tall. Tuck your back toes behind you. Lift your back knee. We're going to slowly start to press our back heel down towards our mat for a pyramid pose. And this might be a little wide, and that's okay. So back heel presses down at about a 60-degree angle. Chest over your front thigh and fold forward. As you breathe here, continue to drive through your back heel. Lift your heart a little bit more forward towards your front toes. Here's 3 more breaths. 2, and 1. Inhale, bend your front knee. Walk your fingertips forward, float your back foot off the ground. Slowly float your arms out to the side. We'll find warrior 3. Variation with our arms out wide. Extend through your back toes. Crown of your head comes forward. Lots of strength through your core. But then find ease through your face. If you fall out, that's okay. Come right back in. We've got a few more breaths here. Here's one more deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, float your arms up, lower your right leg down, arms reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands float down next to your side. Wonderful. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, this time, fingertips come down, step your left leg back, drop your knee down, so we've created this 90-degree box shape with our legs again. So right knee over ankle, left hip over knee, hands to your hips, lift up tall, drop your shoulders. Now practice sending your left hip back, but then pressing it forward. And this forward motion is what we want. Arms reach up, inhale. As you exhale, elbows come wide. If you've got sensitive knees like me, I'm going to roll up my mat so I have a little extra cushion underneath that back knee. Breathe deeply. Chest tall. On your next inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. So options here, palms pressed together. You can reach your heart tall and breathe here. Or you can reach your arms wide. If you have that bind, maybe you reach for the bind as well. All totally optional. Wherever you are, lift your gaze a little taller. Send your heart up towards the ceiling. Here's one more breath in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, come back through to the center. Arms reach up. As you exhale, we'll fold forward into our half split. So you might have to walk that front heel forward just a bit. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold down and release your head. Breathe deeply. Here's one more deep breath in. Exhale, start to walk it forward. Front knee bends, come to your fingertips or your palms. Keep your chest tall. Low lunge. Hips drive towards the front of your mat. Keep your gaze forward. If you feel tightness in your hips, breathe some ease into your hips with your exhales. Here's one more deep breath in. Exhale. Tuck your back toes under. Send your back knee or left knee off your mat. Step forward just a little bit and we'll come into our wide pyramid pose. Back heel presses down. Chest centers over your front leg. Fold forward. Continue to drive energy through your back heel. Your back leg should feel a lot of stretch through your calf, your hamstring. Take a couple more breaths to press your heart forward just a bit more. Here's one more breath in. Exhale. Look forward, bend into your right knee. Lift your back leg up off the ground. Float your arms out to that T. Find warrior 3 pose. You've got it. Strong balance. Lift from your core. Take your time. Slow movement is the key to balance. And once you've found that balance, make sure you keep your breath steady. You've got a couple more breaths, so you've got it. One more breath in. Stay, exhale. Inhale, float your arms up. Left leg drops down, arms reach up. Exhale, float your hands down. Wonderful, give it a shake. I'm gonna grab some water. Maybe you can grab some water too. So that was very much a slow burn through movement. So let's move a little bit faster, get some fluidity through our body. Come to the top of your mat, feet together, palms forward. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward, release your head down. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. We'll take it back to a plank position. Legs long, chest forward. Drop your knees down, bend your elbows lower all the way down. Inhale to upward facing dog, hearts lifted, shoulders down. Exhale, send it back, tuck your toes, down dog. And take a few breaths here. On your next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, walk your feet up to the top of your mat, take your time. Exhale, fold forward. Press into your feet, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands float down. Once again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, take it back. Optional Chaturanga, you can bend your elbows in close towards your body. Inhale, lift upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Take some deep breaths here. Press your heels back, lift your hips higher. On your next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Exhale to fold forward. Press into your feet, reach your arms up tall. Exhale, hands float down. We'll do one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, take it back. Maybe you try a full Chaturanga this time, so elbows hug your body, flip your feet, press up dog, inhale. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. And breathe, 5 breaths. Here's 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, look forward. We're going to take a big step forward with our left foot and then rotate towards your phone, me towards the camera. So You're facing my direction, fingertips to your mat, feet are wide, toes point straight forward. Lift your chest, inhale. As you exhale, fold forward, release your head down. Hands right in line with your shoulders. Eventually, fingertips will walk back, so they're right in line with your toes. So toes and fingertips in the same line. As you're breathing in this forward fold, lift your hips a little bit higher. Press to the outsides of your feet. Send the crown of your head deeper towards your mat. Eventually, your head will be able to touch the ground. That might take months or years, so be patient with it. On your next inhale, lift up halfway. Take your right hand down to the center of your mat. Rotate your heart open to the left. Reach your left arm tall. Nice big twist. You can look up or down, whichever feels better for your neck. Reach a little taller through your top fingertips. Take a couple more deep breaths. When you're ready, release down. Switch hands, so left hand to the center of your mat. Notice where your hips are, and as you reach your right arm tall, try to keep your hips to the same place. So if you look towards me, there's a huge difference between hips coming way out of alignment and hips staying centered. It's going to be a lot more challenging to keep your hips centered, and that's okay. We've got a few more breaths. Lift taller through your heart. Reach through your fingertips. Here's one more breath in. Exhale. Release it down. Lift up halfway, fingertips to your mat. Exhale your hands to your hips. Slowly inhale, rise. You're in a wide straddle. So let's start to take our right toes out to the side. Left toes point straight forward. Take a nice deep bend in your right knee. Warrior two, reach your arms out wide. Let's float our arms through this. So inhale, lengthen through your arms. Exhale, we're just going to find that effortless float down to the center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. This time let's add our legs. So inhale, straighten your front leg, lift tall. Exhale, float down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, float. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. This time, exhale, right arm stays tall, left arm comes back and down, lean back, reverse warrior. Take some deep breaths, sink a little deeper into your hips if you can. Inhale, come all the way back up to the top, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, release your arms down. We'll turn our right toes forward, left toes turn out. Bend into your left knee, arms float up, inhale. Exhale, come out, warrior two. Just our arms first. Inhale, float up towards the ceiling. Exhale, float down. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, reach your fingertips wider. This time, add your leg. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, nice and effortless. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale. Last one, reach up tall. This time, keep that left arm up, right arm comes back, and as you bend into your front knee, you'll find reverse warrior. Take some deep breaths here. Lift your heart a little taller. Inhale, slowly come all the way back up to the top, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your toes in, hands to your hips, and we'll just walk our feet all the way in, heel toe all the way in. We're coming to the floor now. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, and then just take your time to come all the way to the floor. We'll start with Baddha Konasana, so feet together, knees apart. Open up your feet like a book towards the ceiling. Lift your chest tall, and then start to hinge forward. We're going to take some time here, so at least 8 breaths today. Use this time to really slow down your body. Let go of any final tension you're holding on to. And for all of our seated asanas, our seated poses, just let your body melt into every pose. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Keeping your legs as they are. I'm going to turn to the side, but you can stay exactly where you are. Take your right foot forward. Keep your left leg in. Lift your chest tall. Right toes pull back. Exhale, fold forward. Walk it forward. And take some deep breaths. Here's a couple more breaths. When you're ready, slowly walk yourself back up to the top and we'll switch sides. So draw your right foot back in, left leg extends long. Lift up tall through your body. Inhale, exhale, fold over your, fold over your left leg. If you keep your front foot active, you'll get a deeper stretch. Here's one more deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly walk yourself back up to the top. Extend your right leg out. This time forward fold both legs. Pull your toes back towards your face. Lift through your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that length in your spine. Hinge forward. Hands can walk forward, but it doesn't matter how far you fold forward. Just breathe. And slowly count 5 more breaths on your own. And when you're ready, come all the way back up to the top. Hands come behind you, fingertips face forward. Point your toes, lift your heart. So this is a prep for fish pose. We'll come into fish pose next, but first just focus on the whole front of your body pressing forward. You'll feel a stretch through your forearms as well. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bend your elbows, slowly come down onto your forearms. Fingertips again face forward. Point through your toes, zip your legs together. Inner thighs press towards each other. Press into your palms. Keep your chin in towards your chest and lift your heart. This is fish pose or Matsyasana. Take some deep breaths. Here's 3 more breaths. Lift your heart, expand your chest. 2. And 1. Exhale, release down. Slowly press yourself all the way back up. We're going to scoot forward on our mats. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Find boat pose or Navasana. Arms reach wide. Lift your chest tall. Breathe for 5. If you can, inner thighs still stay towards each other. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Exhale, release your legs down. You can hug your knees and round through your spine. And then we'll come forward even more. Roll slowly down all the way onto your back. Take your time. When you get there, make sure you don't have a ponytail in the way. I'm going to move mine so your head can be flat on the ground. Left leg long, right knee comes in towards your chest. Give it a little hug in towards your chest. And when you're ready, take your hands behind your right thigh. You can interlace your fingers. Flex your foot. Start to press your heel up towards the ceiling. So it doesn't matter if it goes straight or not, but it's about the energy. So heel presses upward. And then over time, you'll start to pull that leg a little closer in towards your body. Here's one more breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee. Hug your knee in towards your chest once again. And we'll switch sides, release. So right leg long, left knee pulls in towards your chest. Take a few breaths here, just working into our hips a little bit. When you're ready, take your hands behind your left thigh, interlace your fingers, flex through your left foot, slowly press your heel up towards the ceiling. And once again, that leg does not have to be straight. Over time, you'll gently pull back and get deeper into this pose. Take another breath. Exhale, gently release that. Hug your knee in towards your chest again. And gently release. Extend both legs long. Notice if you feel some extra length through your legs. Then draw both of your feet in towards your body. We're coming into bridge pose next. So feet are flat, hands next to your side. Push into your feet, lift your chest tall for bridge pose. And hold. Inner thighs draw in towards each other. Lots of space behind your neck. Take a few more breaths. Lift your hips even higher. And then slowly release all the way down back to your mat. When you get there, windshield wipe your knees side to side just to release your spine. And draw both knees in towards your chest. Lift your feet, grab the bottoms of your feet, take it out, happy baby. And you can stay in stillness or you can rock side to side, whatever feels better to you. We've got one more full breath in, deep breath out. Gently release that. Both knees come in towards your chest. Take a couple more moments here. And when you're ready, we'll release into Shavasana, our final pose. Both legs extend long out in front of you. Palms face up towards the ceiling. Flatten your shoulder blades out on your mat. Close your eyes. Smooth out your forehead. Release the space between your eyebrows. Let your cheekbones soften. Release your lower jaw. And here you have plenty of time to release any final tension you're holding. Let go of any final thoughts that might be running through your head. And just breathe. to take some deeper breaths in and out. Wiggle your fingers and toes and roll your wrists and ankles around. When you're ready, reach your arms up over your head. Nice big stretch. Draw your knees in towards your chest. And I'll give you some time to come all the way up to a seat. Doesn't matter how. Once you've found your seat, draw your hands to heart center. Take a moment just to recognize anything that this practice brought you today. And please know that at any point in your life, on or off of your yoga mat, you can come back to your breath. You can find that ease and movement, and you can release anything that doesn't serve you. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.